War going on today in Mexico. Cartel is having a big war, blowing cars up, bombing cars, airport shut down. Scary right now.
From the outside, it looked like paradise, a quiet resort on Mexico's Pacific coast.
Treasury investigators say inside, it was the centerpiece of a cartel-run, vertically integrated fraud machine.
Hi, this is Doreen Velin on YouTube. I want to share with you a big shock we had this year on February the 19th, that our little resort was actually owned by the cartel.
Everything running smooth, hermano?
Yes, senor. Guests are happy, bar is full, no issues.
Keep it that way.
I'm just going to share it with you because it was quite an experience, and hopefully opens up all our eyes on timeshares.
Paradise sold as a dream vacation, but federal investigators say this Mexican beachfront hotspot was the center of a multi-million-dollar timeshare scam. Contracts lured tourists, but profits were secretly funneled to the Jalisco New Generation Cartel.
Imagine the shock. You come on your Mexican holiday, you brought into a place, you paid a lot of money, and you played into this beautiful little resort that looks like a paradise. Everything is first class. It's in La Cruz, north of Puerto Vallarta, and you think, wow, I really have something here. You get there a year later after you've paid a lot of money for your first holiday down there. You come on one day, which is February the 18th, and the very next day, the 19th, it comes out on U.S. Treasury site and the Washington Times newspaper that Cove Gardens is owned by La Mancha, owned by the head of the cartel.
The U.S. Treasury has slapped sanctions on Cove Gardens, a high-end resort outside Puerto Vallarta, accusing it of secretly being controlled by the Jalisco New Generation Cartel.
Investigators say the property used timeshare, resale, and re-rent pitches to swindle U.S. travelers.
Wow. What do we do now? What a shock. What a shock. That day, the management left, the salesman left, the operator left. Nobody answered the phones after that. Everybody scattered. 3 days later, he was shot. The head of the cartel was shot outside of Guadalajara. And we were in complete shutdown. But other than that, the staff didn't know where their next money was coming from, even if they're going to get paid. So a lot of them didn't come back. A few of the staff stayed. Maybe one or two of the housekeepers came back. One dedicated young man helped with the little go-kart that took us back and forth to the water. And the security guard at the gate stayed there to make sure that the gate was guarded. And neither of these people had seen any money, had any idea if they're even going to get paid and where they're going to get paid from, because all the assets were frozen, all the bank accounts were frozen, and everything was shut down. So we had 2 weeks left there. So it was quite crazy. Here we are in this beautiful little paradise of a resort, and we almost had it to ourselves. I mean, the tourists left slowly, and by the end of the 2 weeks that we were there, I think there's only two of us left. So we kind of had the whole place to ourselves. It was a very, very different experience. Thank gosh we did have a little suite. We only had a little studio suite, so we didn't even have a stove. So I learned to make spaghetti in a coffee pot. So you get to be quite resourceful. And we had food from the outside. There was a lot of outdoor vendors, little barbecues going on the road, and they would have a half a chicken and some rice and some coleslaw. So we didn't have a problem with food. But it was the weirdest experience. But the sad thing is that we don't know what's going to happen to this beautiful little resort. It is so beautiful and well kept. And I'm showing you a video here of how gorgeous it is. Even the pools are all heated to different temperatures. they had thick pads on the chase lounges. They were just gorgeous. They owned a beautiful little restaurant out by a lighthouse. It was just fantastic. And so we don't know what's going to happen now. It's all going to be going into who knows where. Whether it'll go into receivership, somebody will take it over. But obviously we have no ownership anymore. All those contracts are worthless. The paper is worth nothing. So I just want to show you this pretty little place that, as you know, you don't know when you buy something down in Mexico. Be really aware. We found out that timeshares is the best way to launder money for the cartel. So it's really dangerous to put money into something that you don't have any prior investigation of. You're not able to look it up. You're not able to do any research on it. So it was a huge lesson for us. So I just want to show you this pretty little place and the sad day that we have now, that we can't go back. So this is Covey. It's called Covey Gardens. Used to be called Vallarta Gardens a few years back. Beautiful little buildings, not like a big hotel. They're in little clusters. There's apartment size. They have room for your car, garages to put your car in. Some have your own private little pool in front of them. But they were really well built, like nicely designed, beautiful landscaping. Lots of thought put in landscaping with colors, and if there was a lot of greenery, there'd be red below it or yellow below it. Very artistically done, the landscaping. Just loved this little place. So a lot of sad days for us now, just wondering what's going to happen. But yeah, we'll find out. It's going to be quite an interesting journey. So I just want to share this little moment of joy we had. Not a moment, we had actually 2 weeks of joy there. A little bit frustrating and scary, but wondering where, and sadness, really like realizing that we won't be back, and cannot go back. But we had 2 weeks of just having a beautiful little place. And so I just want to share it with you. Thank you for watching our little tour, and I hope you just enjoyed my little walkthrough of Covey Gardens. Thank you.